I can't say I ever remember what this calming feeling felt like until yesterday after I got finished with yoga. It was honestly like a rush of adrenaline was erased from my mind. My cortisol levels were lowered, and before I knew it, every intention of wanting to be stressed out had left my body. As I lay there on the table with the needles in my back, in my ears, my head, my neck, I couldn't fight this urge any longer, and I began to drift away into the abyss, or what would be known as euphoria, because these needles were inducing endorphins into my body, releasing stress, pain, just anything that I had held up in my body. And I can't say that I've ever felt this relaxed before, because the last time I had acupuncture, it was a quick session with a friend that was interning as an acupuncturist in Hawaii. This full session that included cupping afterwards really introduced me to a feeling that was new to me that I thought I had lost, and that was relaxation. And the relaxation I experienced was really long-lasting, and I'm still feeling it today. But I really had thought that I had lost this relaxation because I thought life had consumed my stress levels, my cortisol, everything, my hormones, just every ounce of my body. And then slowly it began to just release from my body. Sure, there was pain afterwards because the cells were just releasing every toxin that I had stored in my upper body. But what would come afterwards was truly invigorating and inspiring. The brief amount of time that I experienced pain afterwards ensured me that I was still alive and still willing to let go of this trauma and this pain within. All I could remember when I was sitting there was that this would be similar to a massage, but indeed it wasn't. It was more than a massage. And don't get me wrong, I love reflexology, Lomi Lomi, Thai massage, Swedish, all of those massages, but this was something different. And this was something that I think most people brush off and don't really realize how incredible it can make you feel. This relaxation has taken over me and has showed me that sometimes I just need to slow down. Sometimes you just need to look at things in a different perspective. Sometimes you just need to realize it's not all in your control. And sometimes you need to realize that you have this option available to you to feel relaxed. Your idea of relaxed might not be really what relaxed is. And that's what I realized. When I laid there on the table, I realized I couldn't fight this force, this need to want to be stressed anymore, because my body was slowly releasing it for me. And each and every one of us have this ability to experience this incredible journey to find relaxation. However, what I think we do as humans is we decide that we can take it on, all of it on. We can hold it within us. And the more we take on, the more we take on trauma within our body, and we are stressed out. Our cortisol levels are high, and we are stressed to the gills. But we can remove this from our lives. We need to know that it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. And I'm so elated that I got to do this acupuncture thing, and I'm going to go back again and make this a routine, because it's literally one of the most incredible, relaxing things I've done for myself in a long time, or that I can remember. Being a mom of 3, having a full-time job, and just living life in general and trying to keep up with your health and wellness is exhausting. And everybody has different lifestyles or different ways that they live. So just knowing that and knowing that they have this option available is simply incredible. So if this is any inspiration for you to go try out acupuncture, or if you're already trying it, try out a different option when you get acupuncture. Try the cupping if you aren't already doing it, and just really try to embrace the moment and the time after you get it done, because that's really the time that it works. It's the time that it's stimulating your body. And honestly, I tell you, before this, I didn't really feel like I was ready for vacation, meaning I felt so stressed. I felt so overwhelmed. I wondered, how was I going to possibly pack all of my stuff for vacation? I know it sounds simple, or crazy rather, but I thought, I don't even know how I'm going to put everything together and just be completely fine with what I've packed and know that I've packed enough and know where to begin, because I felt so overwhelmed with even just the starting point of it. But now I have some clarity on where to begin. I'm going to start today, and it's going to be fulfilling to me, because just knowing how troubled and consumed I was with the thought of where to begin with this thing of packing is crazy, I know. But it has changed my perspective on things. The acupuncture has also changed my perspective on how to really embrace each moment here, because I've realized everything doesn't have to be at vortex speed or full speed, which I was making it full speed. I was making everything in my life this incredible rush. Sometimes it's okay if you're late. Sometimes it's okay if you want to sleep in a little bit later. Sometimes it's okay if you want to go to bed earlier just because you need the rest. And sometimes it's okay, in my sense, because I stay up late, to accept that sometimes I need to turn myself in and stop scrolling whatever's on my phone, because that's not an escape from reality. This whole experience has also inspired me to want to consider to try to read again. I felt like my life was on such full speed before that I couldn't even consider opening up a book and concentrating to read what was the text in the book, because I would read a page and I'd wonder, what did I just read? However, I feel fully relaxed and fully inspired and invigorated. And this is just, and I'm not over-exaggerating either, this is just part of how incredible it could be for you if you chose relaxation and just truly embracing the moment and letting go. And I know letting go is very hard for those, but I feel like when you feel like you're in full balance, and for me, I need to accept that I need to hydrate more also to feel better about myself, which is really challenging sometimes, but I was truly intentional. So my thing is, drop the caffeine, embrace the moment, and go try it out. Also, what's really awesome about this experience is that it gives you new perspective on life. It lets you know that, yes, the negativity surrounds you, but at the end of the day, you get to decide what you let in your life. You have that decision, and don't let that cloud your decision, because having this decision to know what you let in your life is so pure and intentional and authentic. And sometimes we need to be reminded of that. And I know this helped me remind myself of it, because I am now wanting, even though I say, I'm intentional with XYZ, being intentional with your self-care and how you do things is something that you need to consistently remind yourself of, because you can fall off the horse anytime. But getting back on and knowing that you don't have to be stressed, and stress is a major factor in a lot of people's lives. So embrace relaxation and know what it really feels like, because a lot of people don't know how it really feels and what it really feels like. And this was something really incredible for me.